Not the faucet.
I heard ice and faucet. I ain't get faucet work in a minute.
Faucet. It's not the water. You saying go to the water hole, dude. First thing.
I ain't had no fridge to open or nothing.
Get no ice. Channel Black Podcast. It's the Channel Black Podcast. It's the Channel Black Podcast. It's the Channel Black Podcast. Channel Black Podcast. It's the Channel Black Podcast. It's the Channel Black Podcast. It's the Channel Black Podcast.
DJ D-Rec, cut the beat.
We back, man. It's just cut straight like that, too.
Yeah,
boy.
cut the beat.
Cut the beat.
All right, man. Today we got a special episode.
Oh, man, it's so special.
This right here is one of the third.
It's real.
It's one of the second or third most important days in the whole year.
That's a criminal.
The
Man,
first,
I think y'all did that on purpose.
That's a criminal.
On purpose.
the first will be my birthday. So either second or third the most important. So whatever. But we going today is by King Herb. So we got a special song that we like to dedicate for the old nigga.
King Herb, man. King Herb. Oh. Give it to him like.
Turn that thing up.
That's loud as we get right now.
Turn up on all that.
That's all right. Turn your hearing aid up, King Herb. Turn your hearing aid up. Oh, happy birthday to you, brother. Yes, King.
Arthritis.
Not arthritis.
Yo. I almost know the song. Okay.
How we doing it though, man? It's King Herb birthday, man.
Alright, so how old you with Herb?
It's a celebration. It's a celebration as well as a podcast. So we might as well have a celebration on the podcast.
Yeah, y'all did this on purpose.
What you talking about, bro? We ain't do this. You gotta blame Mars and Pop for that.
We were supposed to do this earlier, man.
But check me out. We gonna welcome back to the Channel Black Podcast, South Florida's very own black voice to discuss all things black from a male point of view. 3 kings, 3 different views.
Talk to him, Green.
Thanks for being here, listening to us. You know, we are trying to get better every week. This is a special week for us. Like we say, it's King Herb's birthday. So we're going to give him the day off and ask him some questions. You feel me? Ask him some questions.
Y'all tired of his voice.
You know,
asking me questions.
We got King Controversy in this thing.
Yes, sir.
We got King Herb here. Happy birthday, King. Happy birthday.
Hello. I say hello.
And the voice you hear speaking to you right now. It's your boy King Green, you know.
Bruce Buffer.
So let's jump right into it. We're going to jump in with the interview portion of our show right now. Oh, you want to know the week? Okay. How was everybody's week?
I was just saying
that's how he do his intro.
Yeah, but okay, with his program.
Let me sit back. My bad. Let me sit back.
That is good. But how was everybody's week, though? King Earl, we'll start with you. How was your week this week, bro? Leading into your birthday.
No, it was
Did you
good.
get your batteries for your hearing aid?
Yeah, man. I got it from you. You told me you gave me the connect. So
long as you got that discount, baby, we are
good. I'm almost AARP
certified.
So you know.
Well, my week been preparing for this guy's
King
birthday.
Controversy. How was your week, sir?
My week was preparing for this guy's birthday. Every year he always say, "Oh, my birthday coming up." Birthday.
Nah, I really don't care.
I mean, but somebody keeps saying it to you every time you do something for me. Your tab running out. Let me go out. Let me do a little something for this. I don't want to keep hearing this all the time.
I got you.
Let me start it off a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna tell him what I got him, but it was nice.
Okay.
No, he represented. I got
a pretty penny.
I gotta say, Controversy represented. King Controversy represented. I appreciate the love.
That's what's up, man.
It's
a beautiful thing.
So go ahead, Green. How your week, man?
My week was. I appreciate you asking. Actually, it was pretty decent though. It was. I hope next week is as. I hope next week take it a little slower.
Slow. Yeah. This week, I ain't gonna lie. Is the time going faster now?
Bro, after you, man.
I don't know what it
this
is.
This whole year.
Yeah, it's already flying by or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know, because I'm looking forward to my next paycheck.
It's already Leo season. It feel like we were just celebrating the Aquarius season.
It should always be Leo season.
I don't know why always be Leo season.
That should be a national holiday.
Aquarius, y'all agree?
No.
What?
Leo season should be a
Aquarius
national
season should be a
holiday.
national holiday. Y'all agree with him?
No, especially August 11th should be a national holiday.
I agree with him. So yeah, we're gonna jump into these questions for King Herb. Cole, you want to start it? King Cole, you want to start it off, or you want me to start it off?
Let me. I want to know this right.
Oh,
All right.
boy.
So my first question is, what's the craziest thing you ever done in your childhood that your mama never know about?
Well, my mom listening, so I ain't finna tell y'all that.
I mean, you grown now. She can't get a whooping.
I still get it. He gonna get grounded every time you come to mama house. You grounded. You just go in the room. You don't even know come in here.
Yeah,
You
King
go
Herb
in
get
the room.
whoopings.
I don't know. That's well, statute of limitation.
If you can't answer, just say plead the fifth.
No, I'm trying to
I
think.
don't know, boy. Statute of limitation don't like it ever. And ask Bill Cosby and R. Kelly.
Yeah, that's true.
Ain't no such thing as no statute of limitation.
No, he just got acquitted of all charges though.
Who?
R. Kelly.
No,
Did he?
They
No,
just-
that was a fake story.
For real? I heard they just dropped all the charges.
I gotta be fake news. TMZ told you that.
Fake story.
Just
Check that. But what I saw,
We need to check
what
it
I saw
out.
wasn't a reputable news outlet.
Okay, well, don't try to dance on
Yeah. Back to the question.
You can't answer, say plead the fifth, and I get that
What
point.
was the question again? My
You
fault.
know the goddamn question. All right, what's the craziest thing you ever done in your childhood that your mom would never know?
In my childhood,
Yeah, your childhood from infancy to 18 or whatever like that. You know what I'm saying? Around the time she could do something to you.
dang, that's
I'm a thug. My mom can't be shit to me.
that's all right. I was a good kid, so I don't think it was a good kid. I was a good kid. I was a good kid. I don't think I did too
fuck it.
much.
What's one thing you've done that she wouldn't know?
No. I'm married now. I'm not a fool.
I said, okay, childhood, man.
I'm not a fool.
Childhood.
As a child, I mean,
That she'll never know about. You got away with, you know.
I mean, I say something I'm not. All right, I say that something I'm not the proudest of. Back in the day, I used to sell weed back in the day, and I what really got me to stop? Cause like, if my mom found out, I know that hurt. I didn't do it long. I look at it as an opportunity. I had friends.
I didn't know that.
I had friends who smoke. I don't smoke.
Crazy.
So, who else to be the plug than your people that smoke? Like,
That checks right there. You gotta go lucrative.
That's what you mean. Like, if you got people that smoke, bro, you ain't gotta go to nobody else. I got you.
You ain't gotta worry about it.
I wouldn't do it.
You ain't gotta worry about
I was
You saw a little
late
opportunity.
teen,
You pounced on it. Okay.
so that was something. I mean,
Keep it right there.
I'm gonna leave right there.
Go ahead, Green. I'll let you get the next one.
Man,
I
that
got
was
some boys
a
ass.
pretty deep question there. Okay, so we're gonna go with this one right here.
Hold on, y'all know these questions coming back to y'all. Now, you might not come
The
today.
question coming back.
Listen,
I already did my interview.
I know how to sneak stuff.
We got interviews all
I know how to sneak stuff.
You
So
want to ask
this
shit.
is a question coming from King Green. Give me your top 5 black authors.
Top 5 black authors.
Well,
That's
you
hard.
read. You read, so you good.
That's hard. I would say Iceberg Slim for sure.
Okay.
Dang, I just read what's the name book?
Dr. Seuss.
No, Damon John. I think he got some cool stuff.
Okay.
I'm gonna go local right now. My aunt just wrote a book. Deborah Lassane. Who is it? I forgot the name of it, but she's a dope author. Dang, Fi, you put me on the spot. I'm just gonna go. Not John Haley. Is it John Haley? Who are Roots and Toni Morrison, who just passed away. I think that's
Miss Toni Morrison.
but yeah, that should be a good 5 right there.
Okay.
Definitely a good 5. Cole, you got something else for him?
Yeah. Who was your favorite family member and why?
Favorite family
Who's your
member?
Favorite family member and why?
What you mean?
Does everybody have a favorite family
what you
member?
mean?
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who was your favorite?
Can you give me an
family
example? Like,
I ain't give you shit. This is your
I don't understand.
Like a cousin you hang with more.
It could be your mama, it could be your grandma, it could be your daddy, it could be your sister.
All right.
It could be
Somebody gonna feel left out though.
I'm saying, well, is it can wife be like a favorite family member?
Them points is not
that's my wife. What?
Or can I say kids? Like, I'm trying to understand how this works.
No wife or kids.
You gotta give me an
family.
example.
Your family.
Their family?
Yeah, they family, but I ain't talking about them.
But can I say my mom then?
Like blood relatives.
All right, I go with my
Besides your
mom.
kids.
I go with my mom then.
Okay.
I can't go with mom.
So
I mean, you give me this nod like
sister, grandma.
It's
cool.
My sister, we good. Like it's just
You ain't the besties though.
It's not that. It's just me and my sister 11 years apart.
What that
We
mean?
good, but it's like
You and your mama like 20
yeah, but I've known my mom longer than I've known my sister.
Oh, so they say favorites.
No, it's not favorite. You asked me if you only give me an option for one person. And that's my selection. I think my sister
So
understands.
give us your top
I'm
five.
pretty sure. I'm pretty sure. If you ask my sister the same thing, she'll probably say the same thing. No, she did not know. I know better than that. I mean, we good, but you know.
All right, give me top 5 in order. Give me top 5 favorite in your life.
Huh?
Top 5 favorite. That's including wife and children.
Damn.
And my mom and my sister. Boom, there we go.
Little grandma.
I mean, you I don't do y'all like this. I know what you're trying to do. That is not how I do y'all.
What you mean, though?
That's not how I do y'all.
So we
Go
see
ahead,
how.
go ahead. I see how this is going.
Hey, we
So
see
go
who
ahead.
get no sweet potato pie.
I see how this is going. All
Go
right.
ahead, Green.
All right, so there's another question coming up off our Facebook or our Instagram. I'm not sure 100%. I think it's our Facebook, though. The question is, if you won the lottery, what's the first thing you would do with the money?
That's a good question.
That's easy.
After taxes?
I'm paying off
After you pay off the sign.
everything I owe. Like whatever I owe. And if depending on how much am I getting?
You name it, baby.
You
You
said
just
cool-
won the
you said
lottery.
cool
What's
million.
it?
If I get a cool million, I definitely pay off all my debt. So I have a clean slate, and then try to just find some good
I
investments.
think after the cool meal, you have like 600,500 left. I'm sorry, 650,000 left.
Yeah,
after
so
taxes.
I pay off all my little debt or whatever.
So how much money is enough money?
And it's no. I mean, if you're talking annually, I say $250 annually. I think it's
One kid, you probably
yeah, I
still
think
need to take that thing up another 250.
so 500.
Yeah, but
I don't think it's enough. I don't think you can ever have enough.
Go up, but money go up.
What?
Daddy, can I get a Bugatti?
Exactly.
I don't think you ever have enough because you always want to have stuff to hand down.
Mm-hmm.
You know, once you're dead.
Or
and
I
gone.
think your circle changes as well when you have that much money. Like your
I
circle.
don't
of
know.
people
Does it
changes.
have to though?
No, I think it does because you kind of go to different places where you meet different people and they talk to you because you.
But is that networking? That's not that.
I think it is networking.
You
Like when you get into real estate, you're gonna have real estate friends now where
There's nothing wrong with
they
that.
got a yacht. You know that you like. Damn,
But I don't need no yacht though. I don't care
I'm
how much
saying that's
money
how
I
the
got.
conversation started. Like, damn, then you start getting exposed to certain things, and now you want a yacht now. You know what I'm saying?
No.
If you get a yacht, if you meet somebody with a yacht and you get on a yacht, like, damn, this is nice. You trying to go on vacation?
I go with you.
You're
But I
not
don't
gonna
need no
want
yacht.
to. I think it
But
changes.
you can live on the yacht though, so
Yeah,
shit.
not even that.
Might
Just
not want no
nice.
house no more.
So if that would be something you'd want, right? I just ride with you. I don't need a yacht. I'm good.
So you're gonna leech.
And nah, that's not something I'm into
That's
though.
not. I don't
It's
think
not
that's
that-
considered leeching.
But the yacht was an example. But
Yeah, no. If you talking about bikes,
you
now
know, open
maybe.
your own vegan restaurants and all kind of other shit like that. So I think your circle will
Nah,
change.
I mean, still though, I'm not into yachts though. If you talking about bikes, I mean, I might hop on a bike. Yeah, I might hop on a bike, you know. But
Well, your taste in bikes gonna change. Like,
of course,
you ain't gonna get no regular Ducati. You gonna get a special
I
made
actually
bike.
don't
that
want
you
a Ducati. I want a
Chopper?
Can-Am Spider,
What the fuck is that?
That's the one with the 2 wheels in the front.
one in the back.
Oh, I need to. Oh, that's considered a motorcycle.
Yeah, it's a motor. It's
Wow,
a
that-
motorcycle.
Oh, I thought the motorcycle is considered something with anything with 2 wheels.
Yeah, it's a motor, and the
So
wheels
that's
make it
a
a cycle.
motorcycle then.
So what you
They
call
call it a
So
trike.
what you call a
They
four
call it a trike. They call it a
four-wheeler.
trike.
Exactly.
A
They
car.
call it a trike.
Okay, yeah, it's a trike. Then.
Still a motorcycle.
Yeah, I guess.
King Cole, you got another question for him?
I'm trying to figure which one I want.
So you want me to jump
I'm
in?
gonna give you an easy one.
Okay.
What's your favorite sport and why?
Favorite sport? What you mean, like pro or
Sport.
just in general?
It could be anything. Your favorite sport, anything competitive. That you like, it could be bowling, it could be tic tac toe, it could be four corners.
Actually, I mean,
I'm just saying, like.
I mean, y'all should already know this. I like kickball. I don't know. I've always had a fascination.
That's a very nice
with
competitive
kickball.
sport.
I mean, we do it all the time. I mean, in
You
our
cancel last
leisure,
one, school.
I had to cancel. I mean, what you want me to say?
Yeah, but it was a
He was scared because you know I was gonna be there.
Nah,
That's for a different day.
That would have
That's for a different day. He know he ain't
Because
busy.
he ain't never rescheduled it either.
That's for a different
Man,
day.
time.
We'll talk
He
about
just
that a
canceled
different
the
day.
shit.
Nah, we gonna reschedule. But I say kickball. I think that's a good way to stay out there. Even though everybody seems like, oh, that's a kids game. That's a kids game.
Nah,
but
that
trust
shit's
me,
fun
when
as
we
hell.
play,
Yeah, that shit.
it's very competitive.
Yeah.
I mean, my wife always got to tell me, these are kids. Don't be hitting these kids in the head with the ball.
Banging it,
They need to get out of the way.
I mean, I think I'd be the best one out there, but I ain't
You
gonna.
be decleating kids out
That's
there.
neither here nor there.
All right.
Decleating kids.
Go ahead,
If
Green.
that's what helps you sleep at night.
Another question coming off our social media. If someone told you that you were going to die in a few days, what would your response be?
Damn, that's a crazy question.
Yeah.
Hey, you might look at watch out.
Who asked this question? I'm going to need y'all to start putting the initials by these questions or
Going
something.
from home from straight.
Oh, I know who sent you that. I can see us on the phone. But I know who I need to talk to. Nah, for real though, honestly, I feel like, I mean, obviously I do want to live a lot longer than I have in a few more days.
For real.
But I've
Keep fucking
I've had a pretty decent life, man. I can't even act like, there's a lot, trust me, there's a lot more I want to do. But if it ended right now, I don't take nothing for granted. So if this is the end, man. I think I had a good run. So
That's a crazy question given the fact that the Pittsburgh Steelers wide receiver coach just passed away this morning. Like, was just at practice yesterday and just passed away this morning.
Well, you never know what goes on behind closed doors. So.
Not only that, but you never know when it's your time or
That's true.
You feel me? So yeah, just live your life to the fullest and
That
hope that
was a
you
pretty
done.
good question. I want to hear what else they got. That was a good question.
You want me to go again?
Yeah. That was, I like the questions.
This one actually ran with the other question, so I kind of missed that opportunity. My apologies, but we'll come back to it. Would you rather be rich or famous, and why?
Rich.
Yeah,
I'm
no-brainer.
definitely not into it.
Some people want to be famous.
It's a bunch of famous motherfuckers that show you that every day, but
Y'all should know already. I'd rather be in the background.
Mm-hmm.
I knew the answer, but they asked the question, so I had to ask the question.
I'd rather be in the background.
Why?
I don't want to
Why
be.
you rather be in the background?
Because I don't know. That's just never been my thing.
Too much responsibility come with the fame. First off,
I don't even think it's that.
bro, it's a lot of responsibility. Not necessarily responsible as like you're responsible for being anybody's idol or anything.
Keeping up
Like,
an
but
image.
the
Image. I
and
don't have no image.
Whatever image that you kind of start with, they're gonna
portraying whatever made you famous. You gotta stay.
Yeah, no, I ain't worried about that.
In that lane.
Oh, Herb got seen eating a French fry, and he was a vegan. Oh, what kind of? He's, you know what I'm saying? It's like whatever it is.
Is that a vegan fry?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Just
He was
dumb
eating
shit
an
like that.
Impossible Burger at Burger King.
Yeah, and it was very possible.
That's a stretch, but okay. Nah, like I said, I'd rather be rich or wealthy.
That's a good one.
I could care less about fame. I actually don't want fame. So
Take the money, fuck the fame.
I definitely do not want fame. That is definitely not on my radar.
Okay, so let me. What makes a woman attractive in your eyes? And it gotta be physical, just whatever you know.
That's a good question.
Yeah,
What makes a woman
attractive to you? Like, what makes a woman attractive to you? It could be.
Well, what were you saying when I first see her? Or
Yeah, like when you
we talking
first-
conversation or
Well, you ain't gotta know her or nothing. Like, what makes you like? Damn, I wouldn't mind. I could see myself with this woman just off essence, and you know.
so basically, what you want me to do is describe my wife because
That's
I'm
what I
not falling
heard.
into this trap.
That's what I heard. You know, what else?
I'd say
I would say that.
I'm messing with you. I'm messing with you. I got you. I'm messing with you. I'd say for me, first thing that catches my attention is eyes. I don't know what it is about eyes. Eyes catch me.
Windows to the soul. Boy.
Like if I see a woman's eyes when I was single, that's something that would definitely catch my
I wish we had
eyes.
visuals. Man, miss your eyes, girl.
No. Just but
Windows to
mind
the
you,
soul.
I'm more into having a conversation. So when when you talk to people, you look directly eye to eye.
It's kind of like awkward,
So
ain't it?
how? If it's a genuine conversation,
Some girls don't like that.
well then that's not the person I need to be talking to. Like it's just that simple.
Your sister can't look in my eyes to this
Alright,
to this day.
Hey,
What?
She can't look in my eyes to this day.
well, hey, that's. I say we would talk.
She gonna be looking at that when you get home. Why I can't?
Still can't.
That's my answer though.
Okay. Me,
Go ahead,
it's on
go
me.
ahead,
King
man.
Green in it. Now, boy, they asking you some tough ones on social media, bro. When was the last time you cried, and what was the reason?
That's another good question.
That's a good question.
Crazy.
Nah, you crying right now. That's
Nah, I don't. Dang, that's rough. I'd probably say when I had a family member, a youth, He was I think he might have just turned 18.
Oh.
And yeah, that touched home because I'm like, dang, I just seen him. He's a young dude. You don't expect nobody in your family that's younger than you to go before you.
Man, nobody's time.
So
nobody's time.
that was rough. And I'll say this: I was good in the funeral until one of the kids. If anybody listening to this who was at that funeral or any family members, they'll know exactly what I'm talking about. We was good, then I guess one of his classmates started singing "End of the Road." When he started, I'm thinking he gonna sing "End of the Road." It's gonna be when I say he hit that song though. He hit that song. I had on glasses, and I mean tears just was coming down my eyes. I couldn't hold it. So that was probably the last time I let out a good one.
It's a good response. It's a good question. King Cole, what you got for me?
Alright, this one's like a little something here. This anybody with kids can relate. So, what's the craziest thing your kids have done, and what was your reaction?
I gotta pick one. So, I mean, they're definitely right off the block of myself. I'll say both. I say my son. I ain't gonna say which one because I don't want to make him feel no type of way. But
He listen to?
I mean, maybe not now, but he will eventually. That's the
Future,
that's the hope.
Exactly.
But he had to use the bathroom.
Oh boy.
We had to leave, and I wasn't there, thankfully. But my wife took a picture of it, or videoed it of him out on our front porch, leaking right on the front porch. I mean, like literally in the front yard, just whipped it out and
let it go,
peeing out there. I'm like, she sent me a picture, like, what? How am I supposed to talk to this boy? I mean, it's a little too late now. But and then I guess another one where when he was a baby, he didn't like having a dirty diaper, so he took the diaper off, and then he just smeared it all over the bed, all over the crib, all over the wall.
Clean up on aisle 6, baby.
So when I was on Facebook, that was definitely something that was put on Facebook. I was just in amazement.
Wow.
So yeah, I mean I had my other son. I mean we had the little cars. He be doing all kind of wheelies and tricks on it. I mean I think it was like 2, doing like the little heel kicks and all kind of like dirt, like off road type. Yeah, and I was like, I don't even know where he's seeing this stuff from. So yeah, I mean my kids do some very interesting things in my opinion.
You got more green?
Okay. That's a good answer. Good question. We appreciate that one, King Cole. Next question. When you were little, what did you want to be when you grow up? And do you still have do you still want to be that?
You know what's funny? I know y'all probably ain't gonna believe this. I want to be in radio.
Not Teddy Cruz in this
It makes sense now then.
Quiet Storm.
Nah, I would actually, because I mean my aunt probably can attest to this. I used to my dad brought me like back in the day you had the recorders, had a tape on both sides where you play on one side, record on the other side. I used to do that all the time. I just record stuff. I just play and just say all kind of just stuff like farting on the thing, just to try to have a long dialogue of stuff because I was just me. I mean, my sister 11 years apart, so I didn't really have
nobody play with
like that all the time. I had my cousins and stuff, but that's something I was always interested in radio. Like I say, behind the scenes was definitely something for me. I think I even learned when I was in elementary school, like camera work and all that kind of stuff. That was something I went to broadcasting. I wanted to go to the magnet program, so that was always something that was always an interest of mine.
Interesting.
That's a good one. King Cole, what you got for
ahead,
him?
man. I like those questions.
You need one more?
Yeah, go again.
It's
It's a lot of questions they gave.
It's actually a real good one too. What are the top priorities on your to-do list?
Top priority, I say family. Family first, trying to spend family time, and then probably my health, and that probably encompasses a lot of stuff because I like to be as active as possible. So that might be hitting the beach for a run, hit the gym, or like you say, we do the kickball to try to, not just so my activities to be high, but the people around me can find fun ways to stay active.
Man, I like that. Anybody ever try to get together and do like barbecues or food and shit like that, at least it's active, you know what I'm
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those are definitely
Then
my
we
priorities.
barbecue afterwards.
Yeah.
And
Bounce
that's
it out.
after my health will probably be learning new stuff. Like I do read, but y'all put me on the spot. I'm reading a new book right now. It's called Unlearn from. I'm gonna tell you right now.
So you just gonna leave by Dr. Seuss?
No. I'm reading a book right now called Unlearn 101 Simple Truths for a Better Life from Humble the Poet, and I think it's a dope book right now.
When do you have time to read?
Shoot, I try to read. Well, one thing I try to do just now is me and my kids and my wife, because she reads as well, is we try to read at least 30 minutes a day together.
Okay.
But you know,
I wanted to implement that too. That's actually really
if I have time, I either read
I cut off everything
in my car or
read for 30 minutes.
in my car if I get to work early, or on my break sometimes, or you know when I come before I go to bed to try to wind down. I try not to watch too much TV. But when I'm just too tired, I might watch a little bit to get the news or whatever, or watch something with my wife so that way you spend some that's quality time or whatever. But yeah, whenever I have time to read, man, this is some stuff I just want to learn and open my mind to different stuff. So
How do you fight the boredom of reading?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
I don't know if it's I look at when I open a book. To me, that's the same way I look at a workout. I know I got to do it, and I feel so good when I finish it. Like I hate this. The process it depends on the book. The process could be long, but if it's a good book, like this is a good book, it go through quick. So like your workout might go through quick, but you might be doing a workout where you really don't want to do it,
with you, boy.
huh?
It don't be that bad.
When you know certain things, you be like, you know, you got to do it, but like I said, it's informative.
Yeah,
You definitely want to teach us. Like I say this, when I was in school, I hated reading, but after school, I definitely wanted to learn. And that's the best way for me.
But I learned all my stuff from audio. Like I like anytime I read a book, it's audio. Well, I listen.
I do audio too, though.
Yeah, I mean I can read very well. I just can't sit there and like look at a book. And I always get tired when I read. Like I go to sleep. If you want to go to sleep, I open a book and.
Well, that's the thing. Though. You too. That's what I said. If you're too tired, you're not gonna really be able to comprehend what you're reading.
That shit just makes me tired. Yeah, I don't know. It's boring.
I mean, I'd say it's a thought
I guess you gotta
process,
find
too.
something that's
Audio.
intriguing.
I love audio.
I can do the audio books
all
too.
day.
Is that? But
Well, I say this,
do
like-
you retain? I think as long as you retain what the book has is the information.
I think reading a book just kind of help you with spelling and visual, seeing the words that you're
I
reading.
mean, I can hear a word and see. You probably wouldn't know how to spell it by
exactly.
hearing.
So, but you see
Sound
the
it
word
out,
and
shit. Like they teach you in school, sound it out.
I'm telling you, what really got me into reading though was Iceberg Slim. When I started reading his books, man, I think his first one I read from him was Pimp. And I mean that was a page turner for me. And Donald Goines, I forgot about Donald Goines. I read his books too.
You found somebody that you like, so that's probably.
I'm saying, but it was
I could probably read his books.
I'm saying, so once you find stuff that's interesting,
that's
I like biographies too. So I read Mace, I read DMX, I read like artists that I was interested in at that time.
Hey, you mind if I ask you this question here?
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
How was your relationship with your father?
You say how as in
was it?
past tense or how is it now?
How is it past tense? Like whatever the journey could have been.
That's a good question.
I don't know. That's a very interesting question. I say it's an up and down. Like I don't have any ill feelings, but it's like you say, we're all busy. We're all men trying to raise our kids and do our things outside of here as well.
Mm-hmm.
But we've had a good relationship, I'd say. But there's certain things that he's done that I think end up in a positive way. I'm pretty optimistic. The things that I don't drink because of his activity. And I don't smoke, obviously, but it's certain things that he taught me that I appreciate, and I don't know if that answers your question, but I think we have a decent relationship, especially now. When he's sober, we definitely good. When he not sober, I try not to. That's probably not my favorite person to be
more
around.
sociable when he's not sober.
When he's sober, he's definitely more sociable.
I have no problem with him either way. He do.
You know how I feel. Yeah, I know how I feel about him. So
I'd rather. I mean, but listen, I can't tell him how to be. He's who he is. I mean, I love him
That's why I
regardless,
do.
but that's like I say. I don't. I'm not a fan of him when he's drunk, man.
I can concur with that.
So,
Give me another one, King Cole.
Top 5 influential people in your life.
top 5.
Top 5 influential people. That could be a family member. That could be anybody. It could be me. You know.
That's good. What
That's a
top
good
5, huh?
Yeah. People that inspire you to kind of keep going, do better. Just people that just influence you.
I'd say definitely my mother. My mother's definitely on the top of that list. She's definitely I say my confidence. The confidence I have now is definitely because of her.
Is it confidence, arrogance?
Confidence.
No, I'm asking like.
I'd say confidence. I mean, some people might say I think cocky. I say I'm borderline cocky and definitely not arrogant. That's for sure.
You give me grief about that, though. But go ahead.
No, I think it's a difference, though. I think I'm humble. I know it's a thin line
more
between
confident, not cocky.
Yeah, I think it's a thin line between the two.
It is.
But I think people wouldn't know how cocky I am. I think that's the difference.
So you fake humble?
No, I'm full humble, but I'm very confident in my abilities to do whatever I do. So if you would say that's cocky, then okay.
I'm not saying anything. I'm just.
But nah, the reason I said that because I don't want to go too in depth, but that just answer your question.
We'll go to the next question, man.
2 hours later.
So my mom definitely won, and believe it or not, I go with my dad because, like I say,
He would know, sure.
my dad because
In a different way.
the things that I didn't like definitely made me look at the way I approach my kids, and like that's definitely. I mean, whether you like it or not, that's definitely
I just read a quote like that this morning. Say, be the person you wanted when you were there when you were a kid.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
So definitely my dad.
That's crazy.
I say my wife. My wife is definitely.
It's 3.
Definitely. I know she probably like, man. I know I give her a lot of grief.
You see, you want some brownie points tonight?
Who? No. I mean, you asked. You didn't give me time to really think about this.
Yeah, that's
Nobody has time for that question.
Hold on.
Mom, dad, wife.
I let y'all see the question before I asked y'all any questions. So I don't even.
You saw all my questions.
I ain't see no question.
You
I
saw
saw
all
a couple of
You
them.
saw all my questions.
Cause it came through the thing.
You had the opportunity to see all my questions.
No, not all.
He
Mom,
wants
dad, wife.
He wants time.
Why you want time?
The political.
When I asked for time, I was told there will be no time.
Ain't it?
All right. So back to what I was saying.
Mom, dad, wife.
2 more.
I'm gonna say a teacher I had back in the day who I still see probably once a year. Coach Val. He was my graphic designer coach. Teacher. But as I'm saying, he was one of those guys that taught you in school and taught you life stuff outside of school. And
while being in school.
So
were
it's
rare
like
teachers. Those are good ones too.
And he definitely, even when I see him now, he'd be pulling my coattail. If he see me going the wrong way, he's like, what are you doing? Like he pulled a Dr. Phil on me. So and then I say as of late, I say for 5, I say collectively y'all, because I say definitely Green don't notice. I don't know if he noticed or not, but they say you got to give your flowers while you can smell them. If it wasn't for Green, I wouldn't have my CDL because that was something we spoke about years ago about doing it together. He got me on the forklift. That gave me the confidence that felt like I could get my CDL. So if it wasn't for Green, I probably wouldn't have went the direction. It was something I wanted, but he gave me that push to do it.
Green blushing.
No. I mean, listen. You like I said, you want to.
No,
we not ultra hard. Like I'm not no. Anybody who know me or don't know me, I am far from a thug. But I appreciate people in my life, and then like I said, Corey, he pissed me off a lot.
I see that
because we definitely different, man. We definitely.
You little brother, you like younger brother right now. Though,
he
so
definitely pissed me off a lot.
Dude.
We different. We so different. We look at stuff differently, but that's cool. I like that because it makes me think in a different way that I have to figure out how to make this work. And he might not know it, So I try not to express my anger a lot.
I mean, it shows.
But I like, bruh,
The deep.
what are you doing? But no, like I said, I appreciate it. And I definitely say for right now, yeah, that's my top 5 right now.
Boy, tried to make me cry just now, but I ain't even finna do it for y'all.
But trust me, it's more stuff I can say about Green, but that's the tip of the iceberg.
That's my dog. I just try to be. I just try to be what you are, bro.
Give me
a
flowers
real
while you
ass
here,
nigga. You feel me? Straight up and down.
Nah, Green knows some stuff. He been there when I couldn't call nobody. 2:00 in the morning, like 3:00 in the morning. Green
I'm on
was
my way, nigga.
Yeah, man. So and vice versa.
Exactly.
So
I know if I make that call, if I need him, he on his way. So that's why it ain't never no problem.
He did him and his missus did me dirty one time. I don't know if they remember. It was a joke though. He was like, you know what I'm talking about? I got a call. He was like, bro, I'm in Orlando. I'm in Orlando. She kicked me out the car. She come get me.
She called.
She like, I left him in Orlando.
She was like, I bet if I leave you. No, this is wow. This is like
years
when
ago.
me and her first started.
Current? No, this is years ago. Yeah, this is years ago.
This is when me and her first started talking, but we were like, it wasn't an argument or nothing. It was just a bet. She was like, I bet right now. We was in, like you said, we was in Orlando. She was just like, I bet right now if I put you at the car right here, nobody will come get you. I said, you got me fucked up. Straight like that. You got me fucked up. Without no hesitation.
Oh, okay.
She's like, well, who could you call right now? And I just dialed his number. And she went, I'm going to drop him off, blah, blah, blah. He was like, bro, we got him on the way. I'm on the way. That's all it was.
After I ask this last question here, then we're going to go into that. So my next segment of this other show. So my last question before we go into our next skit. You got more questions on there? How many more? Number so we can, because I want to go into this last.
At least 4.
Okay, so we got 5 more questions that we're going to go into.
I try to keep them shorter than.
Okay.
No, answer how we got time. When you meet a person, what makes you think, hey, I could be friends with that person?
That vibe?
Yeah, like what
that
makes
vibe.
The vibe?
Vibe.
When you say vibe, what do you mean?
You know within the
that
first
vibe. Like if I could talk to somebody, if we could talk, then we could talk. If we ain't got nothing to talk about.
Well, as you just said, me and you have totally different point of views and where we look at life. So I would say typically, if it wasn't for our situation, that we probably wouldn't.
Nah, I wouldn't say that because I think now I've grown to know you a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
But I said, for me, I'd be like, how you don't see what I see? And that's where, for me, I got to understand, we didn't come out the same way. You're a little bit older. Yeah. You're a little bit younger than me. So my perspective is definitely different from your perspective. But at the same time, I can see I see you trying to make strides in what you're doing. So it ain't like it's a malicious thing. It's just like, this is how I see it, man. How you know? I could be saying, how you don't see it? And you be like, how you don't see it? So we be bumping heads, but it's cool. But like I said, it's a vibe. It's like, I think I can get along with pretty much anybody.
Straight up.
You say get along with?
No, I think I could walk into a room and I could talk to anybody.
Be yourself.
And be myself, yeah. What you mean? Who else can I be?
You can be fake and get along with everybody.
No.
I'm saying, you can Herb, the core characteristic of Herb, can you get along with anybody?
You tell me.
I'm asking.
You've been around me.
I think after a
while. I've been around you, I'm not you.
No, but I'm saying you've seen how I move around. Like I don't have a.
I don't know if you're being real with yourself.
Whoa.
No,
have I changed from who I am? I think I'm the same person.
Bro,
if you get what I'm trying to say,
If you faking, after a while, people
will know that's fake.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So I think
you were going to a room with
genuine.
You with a different race. Genuine. You were going to a room with a different race. And you got to put on a fake smile, the fake like.
No.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's not being yourself. I'm saying, can you be the core? Can you be yourself in any environment and get along with everybody?
I feel like I can.
And not have to say,
hold on.
Let me not do this, so I know people don't like that.
See, I think when you said get along with, if I walk into a room and it's some people that don't like black people or that's against what I got going on,
well, no, not
of course I'm not gonna be in.
Most people gonna judge you off your appearance as soon as you walk in the room.
That's true.
Like they say,
but I don't read a book. I don't what did it say? I don't make judgment over somebody.
What make you click with somebody? Is that a better question? Like how you and Green click, hit it off.
We had a conversation.
It's the vibe, energy, and shit like that. Yeah. Upbringing make a difference.
If you got money, like you don't want to be some rude motherfuckers in this world, bro. And some people
that don't know they being rude.
Exactly, and that's how they were brought up. So you can't even break it down to them like that.
So you say like manner people.
I mean, people. vulnerable people,
Yeah.
but people that vibe on you. If you click, you just click, bro.
Just
You
click.
gotta-
It can't be
But what make you
explained.
click though? Like what make you click
That's
with somebody?
Can't
it
be
can't
as
be
hard as
explained,
mine,
man.
Like you know how you can meet a dude like, dog, I ain't like dude was cool, and some people you like, I don't know, man, dude was
Oh,
kind of
yeah,
funny.
flaky,
Like you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, and that's just like he was
That's
being
a
nice,
vibe, though.
but he was being nice. He was but it's just like something
It's just
about him.
that energy. You pick up on
You know what I'm
energy.
saying?
Certain
Okay.
energies just don't vibe with your
Where
energy.
do you think that come from? Like the energy, just the spirit. So
That's what it is. Like, you gotta be
okay, I just want to know.
spiritually charged.
So your answer to that was the vibe,
It's a
the
vibe.
energy that you get.
It's a
2
vibe.
Chain, baby.
Oh yeah, it's a vibe.
Please don't say.
Here we go.
I know. Hey, I can't sing, man. I said I want to be on radio. I ain't want to be a singer on radio.
We coming back to one of our social media questions. Pretty tough one here. Pretty good one, actually.
I'm scared of that. 'Cause I know what's on
that's
that
pretty
list.
good one.
I know what's on that
I don't
list.
even know because I've been looking at that one like,
Let me see.
I don't know, boy.
I already know that. I should have.
What makes you happy?
That one out.
What makes you happy in life?
You already know which one I'm talking about. Don't even do it.
Oh,
Hold on, let me see which one you're talking about.
What makes you
Yeah, I
happy?
already knew that was coming.
What makes you happy in life?
What makes me happy in life? That's a pretty broad
Happy
question.
life, happy.
But no, I like to say progression, man. I like to keep challenging myself, and
you didn't answer that whole. You didn't answer him the whole question though.
that's not.
No,
the
that's
whole
not
question.
all. It's different
It's a
questions.
two-part, or
Yeah,
it's
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 a
like it's a 3-part question.
No, what I say, I like
was
to challenge
coming
myself. I
back
like
to
to.
the other
I like
ones after
to.
that.
I think that's just how it started.
Yeah, I was coming
Oh,
back.
you gonna just
Yeah,
go down
no,
with
yeah,
it?
that's
Okay.
yeah, that's how.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, I just like to challenge myself. I like to, like you say, set goals weekly or monthly. And sometimes I hit them, sometimes I don't. But that's what I think motivates me to keep doing what I do.
Second part to this question, as Cole pointed out, is there something you never did in life that you want to do, and what is it?
I would have said skydiving, but we did the indoor skydiving.
That was
I
dope.
don't think
I like
real.
it.
You did it?
Yeah,
That was
shit
pretty
dope.
good.
That
That
was
was
cool.
well. I mean, it
We
was
do it
an
at the same time
impromptu
though.
thing for me.
I didn't do it with him.
Yeah, I
cool,
didn't do it.
okay.
Yeah,
That's
no.
cool.
It was
We do it
my
at the
wife.
same
My wife
time.
supplied
I
that.
remember I gave her the idea actually.
No, I don't know. I wasn't there.
Yeah.
It was
I don't know, I
surprise
just
to me.
know-
I gave her the idea. I said you should.
It was
I
dope.
said you should do skydiving.
It
Indoor
was dope.
skydiving.
She knew I
said-
wanted to do it.
She said, "Where is that?" I said, "The one right there on 595 by the signature grand or some shit like
Yeah,
that."
right off 595.
You welcome.
Oh, all right. Well, thank you if you suggested. But
You know, I gotta take credit somewhere.
all right, well.
So
But yeah, that's
skydiving about the
something.
list. Is there anything else that
Anything? I
you
don't know.
aspire to do?
I like my wife would like to say I'm an adrenaline junkie. I don't know if I'm an adrenaline junkie, but I'd say some of the stuff I've done in my life, I must be an adrenaline junkie.
I like it. I know I'm a roller coaster adrenaline junkie. So
Oh yeah, I actually want to go on that with you guys, like
What's
to
up?
we
Six
Six
go hit
Flags.
Busch Gardens whenever.
No, I'm dead ass serious though. Like, I
Me
want
too.
to like literally go to a place with roller coasters and shit like
Busch
that.
Gardens, the best roller coasters in Florida, baby.
Whenever y'all want to go, I'm dead
I'm
ass.
with it.
Like,
I'm going to ride Secret again.
Yeah, Secret hard.
Secret.
I think
You
it's
never heard of Secret?
I'm trying to remember. Is
You
that the
never
one?
been to Busch Gardens?
I think I don't know.
Secret.
That's the one that
Is
take you
that
as
the
the
one with
highest.
Stevie
and then-
Wonder?
Yeah, you dangling,
Oh,
bro. And that
let me
bitch,
tell you,
bro,
Next round.
Let
no.
me tell you a
It
story.
hold your ass up there at the top for like a
Drop it.
minute.
Drop
And you
it.
just looking at Tampa, bro. I'm talking about you can see everything. Then out of nowhere, as you looking at it,
Oh, I don't know about that
I
one.
love it.
I don't know about that one.
I love
I'm
it.
trying to
You
remember
got
which.
feels you get in your stomach.
I
when you
love that drop. Feel.
That drop is hard. That drop hard. That
And
drop
I'm
hard.
talking about it drop. It's like a 200-foot drop.
What is it about a roller coaster that make you like scared but excited at the same time?
No,
Like,
scared. No,
I'd be scared. I'd be
No.
Excited,
scared.
adrenaline. It's just that
It's that
adrenaline.
Yeah, that's
rush,
what it is.
bro.
Okay.
that adrenaline. But nah, for real quick. I don't know if it was Shikra, but it was another. My sister wasn't tall enough
Yeah.
to get on this ride,
Everybody.
and we got on this thing, and my grandmother, she didn't know what she was signing up for. She didn't know what.
Your grandma on the
I didn't know. I was young.
Wow.
I was like 18. I had just graduated.
You should know your.
I didn't know. So my mom was like, she's like, I'll go with you, baby. And
That's a last
that's
words.
it was a whole bunch of oh!
Grandma scream still going
I
on.
ain't doing this no more.
That's crazy.
What I signed up for, but nah, that's I appreciate it. You know, so
All right, so we got another part. Well, it's another question actually. Do you want more kids, and when?
Good question. I want to know.
all right. The latter part is no need to answer.
How soon are you working on that?
Answer no, man. Y'all just talked about how old I am. Listen, my boys are at this time on 10 and 8. I really do not want to start all over again. I mean, it was a pleasure when they were young, but I am too old. Well, not too old. I'm too wise now to be trying to do this all over. I got my nephew. He can hang out.
Young cold.
And then he got to go home.
That's you when you can send them home,
Yeah,
man.
That's what y'all do. Y'all get your baby food out with my son.
Hey, listen, y'all should have another one, and then then
Man.
But now I'm good on kids. I mean, I'm happy with my two boys, and if something was to come up and I have more, I'll accept the blessing, but that's not something I'm trying to do.
That'd be very.
Drum roll, please. We got the last question coming up for King Herb.
I'm scared of please don't let it be that one.
No, man,
Okay,
of course I wouldn't ask you that one.
Thank goodness.
The question is, how do you feel about marriage?
Oh man, I got to be honest, right?
I
do it this time. But I'd say
it's a challenge.
it changed. My mind changed on how when I was younger. I had no idea what marriage was.
What is marriage then?
So I'm saying that's the thing. I don't think
it's a unity
to me,
between two people.
I don't think you learn marriage until you're in it. Like you can study.
It's a unity between two people, and it's also a trial by fire.
And I think it's a business.
Yeah,
It's definitely a business.
But I didn't think like
That's
that.
why you got to get a license for it.
Well, how come somebody can be together for like 5, 6, 7 years and they get married and divorced in 2 years?
That could be different though,
Yeah,
they ain't know
Because
each
they
other.
business ain't
Is it the pressure that marriage put on you just for the title?
It's not necessarily the pressure. Maybe them 5 years they were still their representative, and then when you get married,
How you
ain't
be
no
a
more
representative for 5, 6
That's a
years?
long time.
Ain't no more hiding though. Yeah. Just because you dating somebody for 5 or 6 years don't mean y'all living together. Don't mean y'all with each other every day. When you married, you living together. You with each other every day.
So do you think you should be married before you live together, or live together before you're married?
I think you should live together before you married
I
to
think
get to
so,
know a
too.
person.
But see, a lot of women
Get to
say
know their
you're getting the
characteristics,
milk. You're getting the milk for free.
Yeah, but at the same time, but you
Now, just because
You
y'all
might
live
not-
together don't mean y'all gotta be
Come on,
sexually
bro,
active.
listen, bro. You know what I mean? Come on, like
who?
So you telling me that if you love this woman, you respect this woman, and her wishes are not to do anything until she's married, you have to be sexually active?
I ain't say you have to
with
be.
her?
Child
I'm
living.
going
It's
to
kinda hard.
I answer
I know
So you telling
I
me
ain't
she
saying
hop
it'll
in
be
the
easy.
shower? She hop in the shower,
I'm sorry.
and you ready to ready.
I'm always ready.
And then she gonna be like, no, we gotta wait. And you looking at it like, I want some of this. And she like, I want to give it to you.
I think it's
I
alternatives.
mean, come on.
I think it's alternatives. You can get.
I didn't say it was well, I think it can be done.
I think it's done, but that
Alternative.
I ain't saying it's gonna be easy.
little bit and then
Nothing worth having is easy though.
Cause that's like saying, say you hop out the shower, she see you doing your thing, and she might, I want to taste that.
Are you gonna turn it on?
Me?
No, you said we gotta wait.
You already know. No.
I would turn it down.
You
All right, well that's you.
Yeah.
That's you.
I don't like.
a gentleman and a scholar in here.
No, I don't do it because of gentleman. I do it because I don't want to be the one who always getting told no. I like to have the power in my hands sometimes. So I want to keep you guessing too. You can't just say snap your fingers and then you get it.
Snap your finger, baby.
No, I ain't that type of
I'm
dude.
on the way.
I ain't that type of dude. You got to give yourself some power. She can't
That's
just snap
cool.
her
Hey,
fingers and
but I'm
she
saying,
get-
but why does sex have to be a thing of dominance?
Sex
like,
as a weapon, baby.
but I'm saying, listen,
Yeah.
you basically depriving, like you wanting it and you want it, but you're like, I can't give it the power, so I'm gonna say no. Why not? You give in if you want it.
Because
like,
you said just like you said you want. She say no. You shouldn't. No, I can't. Okay, so you can say no.
Okay,
too.
but if you don't want it, then you don't want it. But don't be like she's asking or she's presenting herself to you. And you're like, no, I can't because she gonna have that power.
No, I just
You
know.
depriving yourself.
It ain't that I should know. I'm just gonna say no because I don't want to make you think that you have the
I
power
just-
to just say, hey, I can get whenever I want to get it.
But why not just? Why it gotta be about power? Why not
Yeah.
just be saying no because she
You don't want
said
it. You
she
just
wanted
don't
to
want
wait? Not necessarily you don't want it,
Oh,
but
I'm still on period.
you want to
She said
wait.
She didn't want to wait.
You want to wait as well as she wants to wait. So why not say no just because of that?
I don't know. That's just me though.
Hey man, but check this out.
That's me, dog.
We appreciate y'all questions, man, on social media, man. You know how to reach us. Twitter.
I get one more question though.
Yo, you got one more for him, King
Now you
Coach?
ain't gotta answer this. I just thought of this, and it kind of is a real kicker for me. So you ain't gotta answer it. What is the worst memory you can think of
The worst memory
from your childhood that still stick with you to this day, that you, which is like why you move the way you move, like why you do certain things. You know what I'm saying? One of those things you always can think back and like, damn, I do this because when I was a child, this happened, so this is why I do this. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of question I'm asking.
I mean, you saying one situation?
I mean, something that you can always look back into, that you always think about when you think about the worst thing that happened to you, which is what changes, what changed you.
See, but I mean,
For example, I can tell you one of mine. For example,
yeah, give me an example. So
I think I was 19, and it's not even childhood, but I spent Christmas alone in the house. My mom, I called
alone?
Yeah, alone in the dark, like dead ass. I was paying like $1,000 rent. I was too young for that shit. You know, I had too much on my belt. But I spent Christmas alone in the house. My phone was off, and it was just dark. And my mom was having Christmas with my sister and my brother and her husband in a different house. And at the time I was single, so I wasn't dealing with nobody. But I think my friends had those, Christmas with their family, and I want to spend Christmas with my family. But it was like, I didn't have a car at the time, so it was like, oh, well, can you be doing something? I was like, all right, don't worry about it. So when I went home, I spent Christmas alone in the dark, and I kind of just went to bed. I think that's the only time I ever felt sorry for myself. One of the only times I ever felt sorry for myself, and from that point, I've never been the same. As far as like cold-hearted, a little, like kind of like not let too much get to me. I don't know, whatever happened that night changed me for like forever. Like as far as Christmas spirits, whatever, that shit changed me.
Oh, that shit died.
Yeah, I don't know. I think something died of me that night though. Like, but that shit just changed me. You know what I'm saying? I always look back to that day. So I don't know what it did, but some got turned off. That's crazy.
You got a better understanding for the question though?
I mean, I think if you had one, that'd definitely help.
If I had one of a memory?
That's
something that
help.
changed you while you move a little different.
That definitely help.
I was trying to think of one while he was talking actually.
Because I just want to hear y'all. I don't really want to think about what.
I got one. When I was about just graduated high school, I got into it with my stepfather in the house.
Me too.
And old girl ain't like that, so when she came home, I got into it with her too. So ended up, kicked out, nowhere to go. Slept outside for a night. Slept outside for a couple nights, actually. Slept in my wheel. Yeah, but from that point, I was like, I ain't gonna never be in a situation where I can't provide for myself again. I never allow that to happen. So, yeah, that might be a turning point for your boy. But at the same time, it also taught me as I'm older now, I look back at that situation and I'm like, I could have moved differently.
Right.
To avoid having that happen, you feel me?
Right.
But it's hindsight. And I had another question for you too, but we'll get to that another day.
No, go ahead. What's the question?
No, let's answer this one first, and then I'll come back up. Yeah.
That's crazy. Same shit happened to me though, in high school.
Yeah.
Same shit.
That's crazy. So, next question. What's the question?
The other question was, you still coming back to that one though. Well, the other question was,
No, you gotta answer if you want to answer.
the other question was, if you could at this time go back to your past self and tell yourself anything, what would it be?
Ooh, okay, all right.
That's a good.
Yeah, I think that's easy for me because don't be afraid, man. Just go out there and do it. Like I think when I was younger, I was too concerned with what people would say, and it took me a couple years, probably once I got out of high school, to really not really be concerned about other people and just doing what I wanted. Like now, I'm free to just do what I want without concern of anybody's opinion. And back then, I was strangely enough to say I just wanted to be normal. Like I felt like I wasn't normal, and I felt like being normal would make me feel okay. But now I don't. Normal, what is that? I just want to be myself. So I would definitely tell my old self, like, listen, man, do what makes you feel good. Do what makes you smile. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Because I feel like I definitely missed a lot of opportunities from fear of what people would think of me trying to do this.
I think that's a good advice for most people's current selves right now. Stop being scared. Take that risk. If that's what you want to do, that's what makes you happy. Do what makes you happy. Back to the other question though, yo.
All right, what's the question one more time? I'm gonna answer it though. I was just trying to think because there's a couple things, but I'm trying to figure out how to.
Something in your past that changed you to make you move differently, or to make you move the way you move now, so you won't go back to that past self, or
Or just period. Just
Well,
something that made
I
you-
guess it's kind of in line with what I just said. Like I can't think of one particular situation, but it was like I know I was very shy, and me being shy used to always like. What was funny is I'd go to a situation, and after the situation, I was like, "Damn, man, I could have did this, I could have did that," and not do it.
Captain
And I was
Hindsight.
like, "Yeah," and then next time I'm in this situation, I know how I'm gonna do it, and I'd be in that situation again,
Won't do it.
and I'd be too shy to do it again.
Exactly.
So.
So, but what happened though? Like, you got to give me a story. That's what I'm saying.
I think once my confidence got up, honestly, I was very, like I say, insecurity.
Do you remember at what point your
Or
confidence?
somebody turned you down. You're like, damn. Like, what happened?
Nah, it wasn't. Actually, wasn't like being turned down. I say, born different. Like I used to get picked on a lot. People still probably look at me differently, like trying to figure out something different. I can't put my finger on it, or maybe they can't put their finger on it. But that definitely, once I got of not caring.
And that's what it was. The not caring.
What other people think. That definitely put me in a better position, because I've definitely done some things that I can't say I'm the proudest of, but I would say this: I definitely enjoyed it. I definitely listen. And I'm thinking, man, if I would have done some stuff that I wanted to do back then, I mean, I don't have no regrets. I'll just say that. I have no regrets in my life, but I definitely had some. I've had some good times. I had some bad times that.
I'll say that.
If insecurity back then didn't stop me, I probably could have did some more great things. So
That's real. No, I like that answer. I say, King Cole, you got any more questions?
No, we can
I say
move forward to the next.
King Green ain't got no more
hold
questions.
on, I got a question.
What's that?
I like how the people sent y'all.
We appreciate your questions.
I'm just saying though, they asked y'all stuff about y'all favorite movies and TV
You
shows.
gotta get a little
I
deep
got all
with you,
deep
man.
with
You
it.
got
What
it,
the-
baby.
What?
Nah,
Brother,
I mean,
it's
I
your
had to, like,
birthday. That's the birthday.
these came from like real questions. I
I'm saying though, but it's like
anybody can ask you. You know what I'm saying? Y'all want to get to know us?
I'm
Right,
preparing
yeah. What's your
for-
top
for-
five?
Give
me your top five black movies.
Y'all want to hit the same
No,
questions?
I do need the top 5 hip hop artists for you. Top
Oh, wait
5
for
hip hop
this.
artists.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
give
we
it
can
to
do
me.
that. That's
Just
probably what he wanted to
'cause-
say.
Nah, because
Top
I'm
5.
saying like I'm thinking that's what y'all was getting. I'm thinking that's the kind of stuff I'm gonna get.
I mean, most of mine can't. If I would have hit you what I had for me,
y'all would
we
hit
would
me
probably
with some
still be talking. But
real.
most of mine came from social media, so I would hit you with the social media.
Y'all
That's
hit me
what
with some
the
real
people
stuff.
want to know. The people want to know.
Y'all hit me with some real stuff, man.
All right, so we're going on a lighter note. We're gonna take it like
All right,
with
we'll
the
take
top five hip hop artists, dead or alive.
All right, so
What you listening to?
now do I gotta go?
Go in whatever order you want.
favorite to least, or I just say
whatever-
5.
Just
All right.
5. Whatever order
Slick
you want.
Rick on the list.
Slick, okay. Who?
Slick Rick on the
he said
list.
who? Damn.
No, I'm gonna just say I know it.
Come on, Slick Rick
It's the bedroom story. The bedroom.
No, child story, adult story.
Yeah,
Slick Rick is the reason I listen to hip hop.
Okay.
Like the stories is
Rick and
what
Outkast.
definitely
Let me tell you
Slick
a story
Rick and
about
Outkast.
some long time ago. Whatever that
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
Like that,
I heard that shit.
children's story. I mean, Slick Rick. Then I got Outkast. That's 2 and 3.
So that's the okay. So we're
2
gonna go
and
Andre
3.
3000 and
And
Big
Big
Boy.
Boy.
Okay,
So that's 2 and 3.
Damn.
Yes, you heard what I said.
okay. I agree with
Cee-Lo.
that. Ooh,
That's definitely been.
That's a bad man.
He's been pretty much
Closet free.
from middle school, from Goody Mob to what he playing right now. You don't know Cee-Lo? Yeah.
Oh no.
Cee-Lo.
I remember his song with the Nappy Roots or whatever the fuck.
That ain't no Nappy Roots.
I know Cee-Lo, but I mean, go
Nappy
ahead.
Roots.
Okay.
No, what?
That's for who?
And then lastly, I'm gonna go Jay-Z.
Okay.
I know. Everybody say Tupac and Biggie. Biggie would be in my top 10 or so, and Tupac would be in my top 10. But you talking about 5? Like who I could literally just, no matter what I'm doing, I could listen to any 5 of those artists right now. Like I got a playlist on my phone now. I just nothing but 3000. I got nothing but Big Boy. So it's like that's Cee-Lo or Jay-Z. Like that's Slick Rick. So that's definitely something I'll be listening to on a regular.
So who's the favorite? Number one, who's the favorite?
Number 1.
It was just who's like the
Out of
favorite.
those 5, who you listen to?
Or
more?
anybody who's just a favorite.
It'd probably be a tie between Cee-Lo and Outkast.
That's 3 people. That's the thing.
But I'm saying just because collectively it's Outkast,
Dungeon Family, baby.
but then Cee-Lo Cause he wasn't just rap. Like he went to different kind. He was singing. He was having some different kind of music.
Shouts out to everybody who thinks Cee-Lo a new artist.
Like for real, Cee-Lo been in the game since like 92, like 96.
For a minute, baby.
So,
goody MOB.
That cell therapy.
Cell
Cell
therapy.
therapy definitely put me.
What?
I think I was in middle, like 6th or 7th grade. I'm not trying to age myself. Well, hell, y'all know I'm 38, so it don't even.
It seems like it got a mouth
But,
full of gold teeth. All right, so we're gonna jump channels here, y'all. We're gonna go
All right.
into.
So now our next channel. I'm sorry, Green.
Do you think?
Yeah, but now our next channel, we're gonna go into kind of paying homage, a tribute to King Irv.
What?
Yeah, I got a story that kind of pat to his character. I think the story I use how we just say get a flowers while you're here. I say this man do help me out a lot when it comes to this period. How you say you can just call me, I remember one particular story when I got my car. So we went to the dealership. I don't want to say the name of the dealership, but
It wasn't black gold.
it wasn't
It
black.
wasn't black gold.
So so I traded my car in, this and that.
That was a nice ride too.
Yeah,
I drove with you.
Let me tell you the story about the damn car. I bought a fucking Ford Taurus. What, like a white Ford Taurus, like
Yeah.
My previous car had just got burnt down. So like my Altima or whatever.
Okay.
So I was looking for a new car, just like a cheap car to get me to point A to point B to I got the car I wanted.
Okay.
But I got tired of not having my car. So I bought this car for like $600. Man, told me like, ain't no wrong with this car, man.
You bought a Ford for $600.
Yeah.
That's your first mistake, but go
Yeah.
ahead.
And he was like, yeah, man, he crunked it up for me, sounded good. I said, he must have put like some honey oil in it, whatever. Like, I know the tricks and trades and shit like that, but whatever. He's like, the only thing wrong with it is like the bearings at the bottom of the engine. All right, whatever, that's fine. I don't need it. I said, I need it for like 4 or 5 months, whatever. So I got the damn car. It sat there for a few months because I couldn't, So when I went to pick it up, I drove back down. Long story short, I go get ready to trade this car in. I wanted her to ride with me because I'm like, yo, this car, as long as I'm driving, it's good. But when you stop, that bitch cutting off.
That thing costs on us every time.
Every time so the whole ride from Hollywood to we had to go Pompano.
Opens.
Sample. So we good on the highway. This shit just
loud.
the whole day. So it was good. I said, I told him, I said, whenever we stop, this bitch gonna cut off.
You gotta put it neutral, ain't it? You gotta put it neutral.
Put it neutral, keep it together.
I was just, no, so, we good. As soon as we had to get off in the exit, I'm like, here we go. We go to the street. First stop, first red light. We stop.
All I know, I got low in the seat.
Hey, that engine light came on. I said, oh, shit. So I see a little smoke come from the hood. I'm like, yeah. Shit cut off on me. So I'm like, all right. So, a little routine. We get out, open, let the shit air out a little bit because the shit overheated. Turn the car off. And then got back in it. Car behind me blowing. I'm like, hey, go. Right. Crank that bitch up. It took like 2 minutes to crank it up, go again, another red light. Cut off again. So it cut off like at least like 5-6 times.
Why you run the red light?
I was thinking about it.
I think we ran up on the train track.
Yeah, and it was traffic.
So we had to stop.
I had to
traffic.
go east on Kobe's foot.
It was horrible. All right, so we get to the car lot. Boom, boom. I traded the car in, gave him some extra cash. I had all the cash. I think I had to come with like $500 plus the car and whatever. Cause I was just moving too. So like I was moving and I needed a new car. So my money was like going all over the place. Yeah. So I think we had to come with like $1,900 for the move and then new car. So I was tight. So the car plus the $500 I had. All right, like, all right, good. All right, so now we gotta do. Now you gotta have full insurance now. I was like, oh. Yeah, so it'll be an extra $3. I'm like, oh.
No, I don't even got it, baby.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, okay. So I say, okay, so plan B. I say, I ain't got that. So what's next? He's like, well, I'm sorry, you can't take the car off the lot. You don't have that. So Irv was there the whole time listening. Before I said anything, he was like, okay, so if I pay with my credit card, can you take the car off the lot? I said, sure, if you have $350. He just gave his credit card or whatever, and then boom, I got to take the car home. And so I'm bringing this up because I asked my mom for help. I asked my stepdad. Like, it was like, well, I mean, told me, I mean, they basically like, you get how you live, whatever. Not saying it like, oh, fuck you, but it was just like,
just get it how you live.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, damn. So, and without me saying anything to Irv, he just did that, and then I got the car.
That's how bro is, though.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I paid him back the next week or so, or the next 2 weeks or whatever. But when I got paid again, but like that was crazy to me because I never had that happen before. Like never had any help like that before. Which never had that before. So that really stood out. So that's especially without me having to ask for it. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, you needed a car. I mean, what?
I mean,
You want me to drive back at that?
I was gonna get back home.
I'm about to drive back
his
at
nephew
that.
as well, so he thinking his nephew is sister. So,
But
that just
Nah, we wasn't about to drive back in that. That's
It wasn't no coming back. That bitch was done at the dealership.
coming back.
But the
That
thing
bitch had
is,
done told y'all, I don't think y'all gonna do for good.
got Uber back.
Cause no, listen, I told him, like, listen, you want me to drive behind you?
I
So
said,
like, nah, ride with me. So
That
he was like, he was dead set on making sure he
man.
got something. So I was like, you sure I could drive with you just in case?
Nah, I want you in the car. I knew what I was in for. I'm like, nah, like
So,
just that moral
yeah.
support with somebody right there. So that's why I was like, fuck that.
Yeah, I was like, hey, if you I said, listen, man, if I get a card, he's like, yeah. I wasn't trying to ride back in that car. More of the story. I wasn't trying to ride back in that car.
Even still, my parents knew what the deal was. I think they say, oh, well, let me see what I can do. It was like, no, you know what I'm saying? They got the means to help. But you know, it is what it is. So I'm not even gonna be like, oh, they don't have to do anything. Nobody has to do anything.
Nah,
so,
I feel you though.
I mean, it is what it is. But
it's rare to meet someone that's real and that's genuine.
Right.
Like his brother is.
Right.
And that's what just catches you by surprise.
Right, and that's only one of the stories I'm gonna bring up. You know what I'm saying?
We ain't got, yeah. We
You got anything, Green? Because I kind of wanted to, like, you know, we both tell a story the way he helped. I think you just said about the Orlando thing, innit?
I mean, I got a bunch of stuff. That's my dog, man.
Just give us a story. We were kind of digging into the character.
Let's see, a good character story. Like I just said, though, man, anytime you need a man, he there for you, man. He's just a real, genuine person. It's rare to meet people as genuine as he is every day, and it's not. You can tell it's not fake. You feel me? You can tell that it's just genuine. That's just him. That's how he is. Give you a story. Let me see. I'm trying to think of a good one, bro. Until I get one, let's talk about
No, you can go ahead. You got. So another thing to Green, like research. Another thing before Green looking up his thing, I'm gonna kind of go into what Irv do for the podcast. If you don't know, he's kind of like the glue that holds everything together. I would say as far as the organization, he's a big part of that. He's a big part of pushing the advancement of the podcast.
definitely.
I would say at least a good 70%, 75. I'm pushing that. I can go 75%. I have right now. I have a lot going on where I'm trying to change careers and stuff like that. So
Yeah, we all do.
yeah, I'm saying like for me it's different. I'm still trying to balance this stuff out. Like you know what I'm saying. So I don't have the time to do everything that he has to do. But I will. But right now I'm saying he's as far as push the advancement of the Channel Black podcast, he is a big. He's a big. What's the word I'm looking for?
Component.
You can say component. I want to say he's the paddle.
Main reason.
He's the paddles that's pushing the boat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He's the paddles
He's
that's
the
pushing
motor
the canoe.
right now, definitely.
Yeah. So we're gonna shout out to Irv for actually investing the most money and time into the podcast.
Time, effort, money.
Right. He's now we all do our parts, but he's doing the most right now. So
Exactly.
we definitely acknowledge that, and we probably don't say it all the time, but we know. So
we know who put the work in, who making this possible. And I don't really have a particular story. It's just anytime I ever needed, bro, the King been there for me. And anytime King ever needed me, that he gives me or he makes me wanna, you feel me? I gotta do it for him because I know if I need him, he's there. For under any situation, like you said, you didn't even expect for it to go down like that, and then all of a sudden you driving off the lot, you straight, you ain't got no pressure, and he ain't even worried about when you get it back to him because he know it's gonna come back to him.
Oh, well, I hope he knew he knew his comeback.
I mean, he know it's gonna come back.
You ain't going
Even if
nowhere.
it don't,
I mean, you got a little experience. It's about not
even
getting
if it
back to
don't,
you.
the
So,
whole
you know what
reason
I'm
he
saying?
gave it because he had it to give. He ain't gonna, you feel me? So
I think I had good credit. You know what I'm saying? But,
exactly.
you know what I'm saying?
So look, we're gonna get into one more little conversation that we had for the cast today, which is barbershop etiquette. We want to discuss barbershop etiquette.
We going there?
So, we'll get at the last couple of minutes of our attention.
What's rule number 1?
And then we'll get into the saltine of the week.
What's rule number 1?
Hold on, first, I just want to say I appreciate y'all, man. That was definitely a little hard one. I wasn't expecting that. Y'all definitely ain't want to let me. I tried. I was real quick. I said, as I normally do, I sent out how we gonna discuss the podcast. And Corey kindly and politely told me we're not using
We ain't
that.
worried about that.
We're not
We ain't
using
going
that.
like that this week.
We doing something different, and he wouldn't let me know what was going on. So, but I definitely appreciate this. This is it was definitely unexpected, but hey, I'm glad to know that y'all appreciate what's going on.
Oh, all right.
Barbershop etiquette.
We
You say what's rule?
appreciate that,
We appreciate you, my brother.
So go ahead.
So barbershop etiquette. You say what's rule number 1?
What's rule number 1?
What would you say? Rule
Well, I'm
number
gonna say
1
this because what we got.
Whatever happened or is said in the barbershop stays in the barbershop.
I'm gonna say this. What happened? Like we got this from the homie Teddy. He sent me something on Facebook, I think, and it was like a barber. It was like if you take your girl to the barbershop, or your baby mom, or girlfriend, and y'all don't stick together, and she dates the barber, what happens? So it was like, should you bring your girl to the barbershop or no? And
So you brought your girl to the barbershop. It didn't work out with her. And she started dating your barber.
Now it's your baby mom now. It's more than just your girl.
So then you bring your baby mom to the barbershop.
Yes, and now y'all separate, but you still got kids with her, but now she dating the barber.
Damn.
That's crazy. I couldn't go back to that barber.
I like real.
That sound like real. That do sound like real. That do sound like real.
Oh, yeah.
I ain't.
That's a TV show.
It was a TV show that kind of.
But he said that happened. He said that's his real life.
What?
Yes.
Lorel?
That's crazy.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I probably have to switch up on
I
that
couldn't go to that barber.
man.
Like,
But would you still go to the shop and just use a different barber?
no.
Or you gonna go to a whole? But you got kids, so it ain't like. So you gonna take your son to another barber?
But if you got kids, and you probably got kids with her, so she already taking your son to him.
Nah, because see, that's the thing when I say the etiquette. Because my opinion, as a dude, I feel like as a king, I feel like I should be taking my son to the barber myself. Now, if I'm unavailable and it's like an event that's going on tomorrow, and she want to be clean and I can't go, okay, if she got to go, I understand.
He's got to go
But
without.
9 times out of 10, I'm gonna say 9.9 times out of 10, I'm taking them myself.
No, that's why you call the barber. Hey, yo, my wife gonna bring my son to the barbershop. All she gotta do is let him go inside. Your barber.
So you gonna tell your wife to sit in the car? Or
Yeah,
your
what you
in the
mean?
car? What's the problem?
Listen, when
I'm not with you, but I feel like you should always. You should trust your woman
when
and not
I was
have
a
to think
kid,
something
when I was
like
a kid, we knew our barber. Like he was like my barber was like our second father. Like he saw me from a child to a grown man. Dude named Keith. Like,
so it would have been easy.
If we go to the barbershop, yeah,
huh?
No, like that's.
But I'm saying
that's Uncle Keith. Like that was Uncle Keith. You know what I'm saying? Like my mom used to take us to the barbershop and we didn't have to pay because my dad took care of that. Like he came through the next whatever he paid for us for the month or whatever. Like he cool. Like she'll drop us off and then we go inside. Hey Keith, and Keith watching us. Like we don't need anybody to watch us. Uncle Keith here. Mm. And that's how it was. Like you should be cool with your barber enough to him to know your kids and look after your kids. Like,
but the barbershop ain't no damn daycare.
Ain't no daycare, but I mean if. There's a whole bunch of black men in there. It shouldn't be nobody, pregnant after your child.
So, but the question was, would you bring your girl with you to the barbershop?
I have.
And has that been an issue?
Never. Ain't nobody taking a shit from me. That ain't happening. What
about you, Green? You how you feel about taking your girl to the barbershop?
I mean, I have taken my girl with me to the barbershop, so I don't really see. But at the same time,
something you think
conversation change though. I feel like depend on what y'all talking. Like you gotta, if it's certain stuff we talk about in the barbershop, it's just for men. Like you don't want Like you gotta kind of change
I think
the
even
tone.
even they'll
I
change
think it
that
might
too.
tone it down a little bit, but I don't know if the conversation would change. I mean, you know what you walking into. You walk into it. I can't control these grown ass men mouth or whatever.
What
Somebody
you
say
just
something
said.
that I can control
Yeah,
what I
exactly,
say
yeah.
or what I say to my barber.
Yeah,
but
but
I
then
can't.
she,
What
your
you think
girl
I would
was
at the
like,
salon when they had a salon? The same shit.
Exactly.
but you don't be sitting in
But
no
you ain't
salon.
finna go to no
though.
salon with your girl though. is it?
Yeah,
I
well,
wouldn't
you
go.
can. But
They should take too long. Our haircuts
Yeah, I
could be
prefer-
like
I prefer
45, 30 minutes at the longest. If you go right there,
It depends on how many people you
you know what I'm saying? Like if you next, boom, you go in there, you got an appointment, boom, you next. A girl could be next and then take 6 hours. So
That's true.
Ain't nobody doing that shit.
Oh, man, we've done it. I mean, that's not. I mean, I ain't gonna say
With my mama.
I've done it.
With my mama.
I've done it with my wife.
Fuck that.
I'm saying, man, it teaches on.
That's on
Teach
my
his own.
mama.
I definitely used, but I guess that's the thing too. I used to always have to do it more. I had no choice then, so I'm used to it.
So then did we just establish what's rule number one?
I thought rule number one is
I think it's still subjective.
never look your barbers in the eye. Never look your barber in the eye.
Well, that's definitely. I mean,
When he cut your hair, you just.
well, I saw that. That's funny. That's
No,
a
I'm
funny
saying,
meme.
like, what's more?
That's a funny meme.
Okay, is it that one or is it the chair on the hand on the
Rule
chair?
number
where
one
you
is
cut
don't
your
leave
nuts?
your head on your hand in the chair.
Man,
bitch.
my
Cross your
hand be
arms.
everything
Nigga,
be in.
cross your
I'll tell you a
arms,
story.
dude.
Everything
I didn't know.
Oh,
I was 15. I was, hey, listen, dude, I was 15 or 14, one of those. I'm getting my hair cut. I didn't know what that. So my hands right here.
That's on your forearm.
Man, so the barber cut my hair on the side. My hand right here. I just felt like something just. I felt something moving my arms. So I'm moving all that over.
Oh,
I was like, that nigga nuts.
no.
Yeah, that's rule number one.
Yeah,
That's cross your arms.
That's rule number two.
Okay, cross
Rule
your
number one
arms.
is definitely
That fuck nigga
do
me
not
wrong.
look him in his eyes.
Okay.
See clearly your tape.
Don't look at me in the eye and cross your arms.
Yeah, that should be 1B.
Play on your phone the
That's crazy,
same.
yo.
Real.
Oh, okay.
So
Barbershop
that
etiquette.
go hand in hand.
That definitely go hand in hand.
One A and one B.
Like as soon as you sit down,
I was down for you. I was down
Yeah, you
on.
eyes down. You got.
you can look at him. When he
I
taping you,
Oh, yeah,
ain't no
I-
eye to
I
eye.
just close my eye, bro.
Ain't no eye to eye.
Okay. So no eye contact.
No,
Yeah,
no.
be
Just
like-
you eye contact. Y'all
You
talking.
be like you sleep, no?
No. If y'all not, if he in your face, ain't no looking.
Yeah, bro.
Like if he behind your head, talk to him.
Yeah.
Or if he going around, y'all he come in front of
you
you.
can talk, looking at each other. Yo, bro, everything good.
Okay.
But once he start eyeing you, because remember he looking at
Right
your
at you,
face.
you
You can't be looking. Y'all gazing in each other's eyes. Nah, that ain't gonna work.
That's crazy.
That ain't gonna work.
So what's rule number 2?
Rule number
Don't
two.
bring your girl to the shop.
That's
I don't
gotta be
say
number
don't,
three,
but it's
because we
like
say
you can.
one
It's
and
gotta
two
be
is don't look in the
careful.
eyes, cross your arms. So number 3 we on right now is don't bring your girl to the shop.
I don't know. I think you can.
I mean,
I have.
I feel like if the barber could take her, anybody could take her. So
Because a
That's what
lot
I'm
of
saying.
a lot of women going there to get their eyebrows done. Maybe get a neck tape or something like that, so they could go to the shop. I
But
mean, it's a lot of women getting shortcuts.
what
So
I'm saying is, if she can be manipulated that easily or taken that easily, then maybe
Ain't
she
no
want the
manipulating.
person.
She wanted who she wanted.
Maybe maybe she want the person for you though.
Exactly. So
that's
that's
how
no
it
loss.
is, man.
That's
Find the
no
person
loss.
for you.
that's true too.
You know, you take my girl. That's who she wanted. I can't get mad at that. She
You
wanted
don't
you.
just take your girl. Though.
You know what I'm saying?
What
I mean,
is
this
that?
is I'm just saying, like,
I'm not even feeling like you taking them. I feel like
That's
be
what I'm saying.
happy,
She-
bitch. Whatever
she wanted
makes you
who she
happy.
wanted, you know
If
what
you
I'm
happy, that's you. Be happy. I'm gonna go be happy.
she wanted who she wanted. You can't stop that shit.
Okay,
That's all I'm
so
saying. How dudes be trying to like handcuff.
number 3, we'll say possibly not take your girl to the barbershop. We're doing top 5 barbershop etiquette.
Okay.
So what's
What we're gonna do number 4.
What's number
Top
one?
5 barbershop etiquette. I'm asking y'all. I'm hosting today, baby. I get to ask the question.
I say you definitely got to tip the barber.
This is
man.
beautiful.
You gotta tip that
Yeah.
barber.
I
Tip
agree
your barber.
100%.
Gotta
Tip
tip
that
that
barber.
barber. Tip
Don't be
that
You ever see
barber.
them dudes trying to be cheap with $2 or something
Don't
like
be
that?
cheap.
Like
Tip that barber.
haircut cost
man.
13, they give them 15.
How y'all
They
feel
won't
about
change
the
that.
VIP access in the barbershop? You've been sitting there for 20, 35
Well, see, that's why you
minutes,
gotta know the
45
barber.
minutes.
You gotta
And
know
then
the barber.
somebody just walk in and he
Fast,
tell you
fast,
this
nigga.
VIP.
You gotta know the
Fast,
barber though.
yeah.
Because if you know the barber, I mean, you can't be a newbie and then there's somebody. He know I was coming. You don't know if he made that call.
Okay,
And
so
he was like, I got 5 people, you number 6. And then you ain't know you came in, you was number 7, but he done kept you in before you. You don't know that.
what if you know the barber and you've been going to this
You
barber
pay
for
extra.
5, 6 years, you
pay
tell
extra.
him, you take care of him, but he still does VIP or he skips you when...
I mean,
when-
a dude outpaying me, what can I say?
Mm-hmm. Because some bars have that. They have the VIP list, and whenever they come in,
Yeah,
they
somebody
get their shit cut
outpaying me,
first.
what can I say? I gotta when I go into the barbershop, I know I could be there 20 minutes. I could be there 2 hours.
Or 3 hours.
I mean, it's you don't know.
I don't watch 2 movies at the barbershop.
But a lot of times, I ain't gonna lie, I go to the barber. My barber good. I could chill. I could just go
You
chill
don't
with
watch
my barber.
Avatar?
Bro, you think I'm bullshit?
Avatar 3 hours.
Bro, I don't watch Avatar.
Not Lord of the Rings.
That's one of those times you gotta go somewhere the next day, so you ain't got no choice but to stay there.
Yeah.
I hate those. You gotta come on a Saturday
Oh,
at 2
man, that be
o'clock,
packed.
and you leave that bit by 6, 7 o'clock. Come on, man.
What's the worst days to go to the barbershop?
Saturdays,
I
Or
definitely-
Fridays, Saturdays.
Friday or Saturday.
The worst day to go to the barbershop is that weekend before school starts.
Like
Oh
tomorrow.
my god!
Tomorrow.
Like this weekend.
Tuesday.
This weekend
Or
is probably
holidays.
pretty bad.
Oh,
Next-
holiday.
the next couple weekends is gonna be bad because Fort Lauderdale, Broward starts Wednesday. West Palm starts tomorrow. Day starts the 19th. So the barbershop gonna be
This
busy
whole
for the
week,
day.
yeah, that's crazy.
They about to clean up.
Okay, so
It's a good
number
time to be a
4
barber. So number 4 is Tip Your Barber.
was Tip Your Barber. What's the 5? Number 5, top 5 etiquette barbershop.
I don't know. I don't know if this will be a census, but I feel like when people come in there and be like, "How long?" and they just walk out, like, bro, you went in there knowing you got a chance to either be there for a minute or not. Like, that tripped me out every time I walk in and the barber be like, I mean, you see everybody in here, right? Like, I got everybody sitting
You ain't
here.
finna pay this VIP right now. It's gonna be until everybody you see in front of you get their haircut.
Or I heard a barber say, "Don't call me and say how many you got,"
Yeah.
because I can say 2, and then
Yeah.
by the time you can hear 3 more that
3
came.
more
So now
that
you
walk,
number
yeah.
5. Like, oh, I thought you said.
But should you get put
That's
in
that
line when
VIP
you make that
though.
Ain't
call?
no line though. What
But
if
I'm saying, if you,
But I'm
if
saying when you
know
make that
barber,
call, should you get put in line?
If
Because
you
if you're making that call,
you know the barber, yeah.
hey, Bart, can you put me right here? Then that's something
Yeah,
will.
you like I'm like 10 minutes away type shit. But,
Yeah.
20 minutes away, I'm about to be there.
Or if you want to be slick or good with it, you ate yet, bro?
yeah,
Hey, I mean, I'm on my way, but you need something.
you know the boy can't
You
walk
know
away
he-
from that
he
chair.
can't leave.
So
That'll
when
help,
it's time
like-
to eat.
You gotta show the barber some love too.
That you so straight ball some love. Is that
Of
true?
course.
Some love.
Definitely.
Nah, but not your girl. I'll show the girl.
What you mean?
Don't let the girl
Don't
show
bring
the
your
barber
girl
love.
in. I mean, cause
Hope your girl ain't showing the barber.
you wonder why your son ain't paying for no cuts.
What?
And you like, yeah, no, you know, you little man good. Why he good?
And she come out there.
Oh, damn. Hey, babe.
Down. Away from me. Winch.
That's my baby right there. That's my baby right there. He like mine too.
My fault.
Oh,
Real quick
man.
too.
All right,
I
so-
was hoping y'all. I mean, I know this is y'all show, but real quick though, I want to make sure. I was hoping this would have came up because we were trying to stick with business too. I was hoping I got a question about business, but I didn't. But I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all real quick. My plan is to if I'd had the money, or that's my.
Oh,
my
that-
goal.
But no, we did ask if you won the lottery. What's the first thing you
I
would
didn't say
do?
because I wasn't sure if y'all asked me, so I kind of didn't say.
We
it.
asked if you won the lottery. What's the first thing you would do? So if business was on your mind. You could
You
have put it
should've
in
said
there
it.
right there.
You want specific questions.
I'm sorry.
No. No, that's not. I want specific, but I kind of left it because I didn't know what y'all was gonna ask, so I kind of left it alone. But real quick, I keep it quick. My goal is to own a plaza where I could have a barbershop, a salon,
Oh,
a nail salon, not in the same place, but like pretty much
Plaza.
in that plaza.
One-stop
With
shop
a,
type
one,
shit.
yes.
Yeah.
So one side will be for the men, it's a different entrance. One side for the women, different entrance from that, and then probably a nail salon in the middle, so it could be collective for men and women. Because men do get pedicures or manicures or however that works. But I know for men and women, for a salon and barbershop, I'd rather keep it separate so it could still be barbershop talk, salon talk. And I would definitely want to have definitely not.
You know how niggas be like,
Nah.
yeah.
I've gotten it before, but that's not really my cup of tea. I'm cheap. I can do it myself. And I want to have in that same plaza. I want to have a wash house or a laundromat, if you want to be politically correct, a laundromat. And I want to have either some kind of physical activity, whether boxing,
As a
gym.
laundromat?
No. In that same plaza.
I'm about to say, that's
Come
a
on,
pretty
bro.
bad laundromat.
I know Matt boxing.
No,
It's
I want to have like
ocean,
a gym or something in that plaza, some kind of physical activity, and some kind of restaurant. It could be like a vegan restaurant or something like that. So like when you go to the barber shop, you got access to go sit at a lounge and have some food, or you want to work out.
Being a restaurant in the black neighborhood?
I mean, why not?
You might
What
not
you
get no
mean?
business, my
That's
boy.
fine. That's fine.
So for the weekend.
It might take some time, but again, that's why you got other venues of bringing money. And you got to have
You're
different.
gonna have a lot of free samples.
That's cool. But that's my goal.
That's
If
pretty.
ever.
That's
I
different.
like it. I like
It's
it.
pretty different.
So, but like I said, my goal is definitely have a plaza with multiple
But you
businesses.
think that get approved though?
What you mean?
I don't. I feel like they know the power that
That'll be the
bring.
start. The new
Yeah,
Black Wall
I
Street,
feel
baby.
like that'll create too much revenue for an opportunity. I feel like that wouldn't even get approved. Like,
Why? You know what? I have in mind where, because it's a place right here
Mm-hmm.
that I would love to do it in. I mean, I'm pointing as if they can see, but I'm
Yeah,
talking to
you're
you.
pointing. Yeah.
But I think that'd be a perfect place. Because I feel like if we do it ourselves, people will support what we doing. But hey, I think we have the influence to do it. We just got to do it. And it's needed, and that'll definitely employ a lot of people.
That's what I'm saying.
So that definitely be a good thing. So my fault. I just wanted to put that in there real quick.
No,
So
no,
if maybe this will spark somebody else's idea to maybe move in that direction, that'd be dope too. I'd say I know we be talking a lot of trash or we be shooting the breeze, but definitely want to make sure that our goal is always promoting and supporting black business. So my fault. Go ahead.
Good.
We
You
rapping.
got Saltine of the week, man?
No, I ain't doing saltine this week.
All right. Well, I just
got
saw
one?
something
You got
that I
something
want to
over
kind of bring attention to. That is reportedly 64,000 black women missing in what is it, America or was it just Florida, U.S.
I
or
think it's in the
Florida?
U.S.
Oh,
When
it's
you
the
read
Florida,
it, when
US.
you read it to me, you said the U.S.
Okay, yeah. So 64,000 black women missing in the U.S. as of today.
64,000
64,000 black
black
women missing.
women missing.
Yeah,
Yeah, man.
Missing.
Gone. They don't know where they're at.
not dead. Not reported dead.
Well,
Missing.
they don't know. They're not dead yet. Cause
Because
they
they
missing.
haven't been, but they missing.
They're
They
missing.
ain't found. You can't be found. You missing.
You telling me 64,000 people,
Women,
women?
Yeah, that's crazy.
black.
When I see that, it's kind of scary because you know what I'm saying. Like your woman and child leave home can never come. Like you know, what I'm saying, your
Never
sister,
come
your
back
mama,
home,
your auntie.
yeah.
Like that could be anyone.
See, but
That human sex trafficking?
that's
What is that?
why it
That's
could be.
yeah.
They ain't say what age group because
No,
know.
they
It
said
could be. It could be a 16-year-old girl,
Yeah.
18-year-old girl. Cause you, like you say, human sex trafficking. You don't even know.
Yeah, be 9-year-old
Like
girls.
we gotta protect our women, man. We gotta protect our women. Like that's a must.
How
So we gotta teach our women
there's
how to
no
be strong
future without. There's no
without us.
future without them, bro.
At all.
At
We
all.
gotta teach our women how to protect themselves. I'm big on that. So if I could, I have mines with all kind of weapons.
Butterfly
Guns,
knives for
knives.
everybody.
No, I'm dead ass serious. Like the button, the ring, taser, I got everything. You need to go out there strapped because I
You never
can't
know.
protect you all the time.
I can't be there at all times.
I have this 2-minute rule where I let my girl go to the bathroom. I know you know about that.
Yeah, I laugh every
In the
time.
restaurant?
I don't give a damn where we at. She go to the bathroom. I count 2 minutes. After that, I'm coming in.
You coming in the bathroom?
Coming in the
Bro, that was so crazy to see this. He calling her, she don't answer. I'm like,
coming inside the bathroom.
her phone is here, so of course she didn't. You can't. She's not gonna answer. He
He
literally.
phone me.
You're not gonna just go stand
No,
by the door to
I'm
make
not,
sure?
no, I'm going.
You going in the
I'm
bathroom.
going in the bathroom. Hey, yo.
You're like, Rambo,
Oh,
come
yo.
I mean, to each his own, man. I thought it was ridiculous, but
But it's
hey, if
just,
that's what works for you,
this
man.
world is crazy. Like I've heard of.
No, I can understand.
I've
it.
heard of a
I don't know
man
if I go in the
standing-
bathroom.
I go to the bathroom.
That's deep, boy.
I'm not
I
going
say,
in
yo. I go to the bathroom. Yo, I'm good. Okay.
Yeah,
I stand outside the
yeah.
bathroom now.
I'm
Yeah,
like, nah.
but my thing is, I heard reports of guys waiting inside women's bathrooms, raping them in the bathroom, taking off their clothes, and then they leave. That's so the woman don't come out and follow or whatever. So she'll stay in the bathroom because she's naked. So that's just not happening. You know what I'm saying? So
I mean, I hope that never happened, man. But that's,
I don't let it happen. So you go in the bathroom, I'm gonna call you. It's not like oh damn, this nigga. No, I'm trying to protect you.
all right, but let me ask you this: when they do that, she answers and she say, "I'm fine." Do you give her another 2 minutes or like? How
No,
does
she's
this
fine. I wait outside the bathroom. She get there. We walk to the table together.
work? All right, hey, if that's
I like
what,
it.
if that works, man.
My son the same.
power
My
to
son not going to the bathroom by himself. I don't give until he get to the point he can take care of himself, handle himself. We're going to the bathroom. I don't like. You can never once a person gets molested, raped, you're never the same. You can never take
No,
that
I
shit back.
definitely agree with that.
So that's one thing. And I feel like she dies that day. Your relationship dies because you're never gonna be the same again. You or her.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? So
You feel like you couldn't protect her. She feel
that
like,
and then like you can never really touch her the same no more because she. You know what I'm saying? So like. That could be the end of y'all too. So I try to prevent that from happening. You know what I'm saying? My child too. Like,
Definitely material.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I try to prevent it the best way I can. I don't do what I can do, but I try to protect my family best I could. So I always lose sleep every night. I hear noise, I'm getting up with my gun through the house every night.
It's 64,000 black women.
64,000 black women missing.
And the police can't do nothing but kill black men for no reason.
I've heard there's some of them on the black market.
For the inside, for the
they actually
organs.
Yeah.
Oh, so they harvesting them as
That's
well.
what they thinking.
Yeah.
Well, that's what you know.
They're doing both. I'm sure it's human sex trafficking and
reported
organ harvesting.
of some cops being arrested for helping the black marketers kidnap the women and do that.
The police are helping.
Yes. Some of the ones on the black market don't help them.
So wait. So it's 64,000 black women missing, and then the police are helping these people harvest their organs.
I won't say
not necessarily helping in the manner that they're in there doing it, but they're helping to disguise or hide the situation until
some or they actually involved in it too, getting money from it. I don't know where it was, but they actually been, you know.
This is the society that we're living in these days, man.
We're gonna keep our eye on that number right there. And let's see if we can do something to turn that around, because this human trafficking really is scary.
Getting that down like ASAP.
Yeah, it really is scary. But we're gonna get ready to wrap this thing up.
Do we have any black businesses we want to plug this week?
We actually just saw it's a lady. She sells candles, and these are probably the best smelling candles I've ever seen in my life. I don't know if Irv probably got one too, but today I went to the farmer's market on University in Riverside.
Okay.
And I'm gonna drop her name on the Facebook page either tomorrow. But these are some of the best smelling candles I've ever smelled in my life, and she hand makes them, and they cheaper than Walmart. Well, between $10 and $13, but this shit smells good.
Okay.
That's crazy, but.
Definitely drop that name so we can have our listeners check her out. Go give her a lot of support.
Maybe Irv got something that he wanna.
I wanted to definitely correct the book that I was saying earlier. The Buried Secret Society by Deborah Lassane and Debrisha Lassane. This volume 1. Check her out on Facebook. I mean on Facebook probably too, but definitely on IG. It's the Buried Society, the Buried Secret Society. On IG, check them out. It's a dope. It's a book full of poems that were written from actual victims. So definitely check this out. And mothers of victims. So check this out on. I got the book. I'm reading through it myself. Once I finish this book, Unlearn by Humble the Poet. It's another dope artist. So check them out. All right. That's it.
All right, so that's it. Thanks for listening. Join the discussion on our social media. We got our Twitter feed at channel _ podcast. I'm sorry. Our Facebook is Channel Black, and our Instagram is the Channel Black Podcast.
It's just Channel Black, not
I'm sorry, Channel Black Podcast, not the.
And
just Channel Black
Podcast. It's Channel Black.
Channel Black.
Yeah.
Facebook.
Mostly ran by Irv. I get on it sometimes and say certain things, but you'll be able to tell the difference.
Email us your questions, your concerns. Let us know what we're doing good, what we're not, how we could get better. The Channel Black Podcast at yahoo.com.
Right.
Until next time, we up out this thing,
Thanks
man.
for listening.
And we appreciate y'all.
We better get more than damn 40 views, you motherfuckers. 58 goddamn subscribers. The hell? And it's controversy.
Hey, man, we appreciate whoever had the time.
Channel Black Podcast.
He back on it.
It's the Channel Black Podcast. It's the Channel Black Podcast. It's the Channel Black Podcast. We
out this thing, man.
That's crazy, man. That definitely surprised me. I wasn't expecting.
How you like it, bro? Was it good?
That's all.
It was good, man. See, you playing this all week? Channel Black Podcast. It is.
Podcast.